Hello? Zena? Maybe a different Zena? Oh, I'm flipped. Hello? How's it going? Okay. So, I'm sorry we're not doing a baking live today. I really wanted to do that. Let's see if I can get farther away from the camera. I was just gonna hold it today. Hello. Isn't it's really cloudy and overcast, but these I have some windows that really bring in. Hello from Queens, the brightness. Hi Tina. Kirsten, hello. Vanessa. Oh my goodness, you're so sweet. Hello Erin. I'm not even going to get my computer out today unless well actually I haven't even plugged it in, so I don't know if it has battery. Hopefully I can read fast enough because I won't be trying to do Macs. Hello from Texas. Hi Beth. So hopefully I can do some multitasking, just talking and reading. Oh, Tina, it might look huge. It is not. I will show you. It is, yeah, it's beautiful, right? The oven hood. Hello from Panama. Thank you. So we've got actually a very small kitchen, but it is really bright and there's enough space that we've got like this industrial rack so we can fill it up, and hopefully, right now it's crazy, but yes, it's our new home. So I don't know if I can flip while I'm live. Let me see. Nope, I don't think I can. So I have considered classes. See how it is kind of small, but the window really helps, and there's a good amount of space before anything else, so we can do a lot with this space. But yeah, so I'm excited. I have thought about classes. I used to do, well, in Pasadena, my whole business started with doing pastry parties, in-home lessons for groups. I've never done one-on-one, and I think that's something I'm interested in. I just would have to figure out the logistics of everything. Let's see with the lighting. I didn't even get my lights out. So we've got some craziness, like my sink is full because I have to wash everything. Would you guys want classes online? Is that what, online classes, or are you guys local? Yeah, so we've got tons of things to wash. All of my things that I have gotten out of boxes so far. Okay. I'll look into how I could offer classes. I think that would be so fun. I just wish this pandemic was over so we could all gather together. Online. Okay, I think online would be best, yeah. We wouldn't want anyone having to travel or paying for that. Yes, online classes. I get that, Enrique. Okay, I'll look into it. I've seen, how to cake it, I think. She has some awesome courses, and I'll just check out how she organizes that. Live via Zoom, okay. New Jersey online. Hi, Kevin. Okay. Nathalie, is that how you pronounce it? All right, guys, so I made the mistake of not getting out my Jovi, or like my phone thing that connects my tripod, because I just thought I'd be talking, but now I can't really show you around very easily. But here is the industrial rack. We're gonna fill it up because we don't have a ton of storage here. And then the kitchen is very narrow, but it has this beautiful bright light. Yeah, plenty of room. It'll be fine for me, myself, and I. And this is the oven. So the landlord said it was, Hi, Tiana. The landlord said it was like a year old, so it's brand new. Like someone said, the hood is really cool. It's really pretty. And I haven't tested it out except for to like heat up chicken nuggets because we have had nothing for a week. So I'm excited for when we actually do our live and I can make Max with you guys for the first time. As you can see, it's overcast. Not super humid today, but I know the windows are so gorgeous. But like if you see over here, all these boxes, oh my goodness, we are in for it. Hello from North Carolina. Unpacking is a lot more overwhelming than I imagined. Yes, I'm excited for the lighting. The windows are great. We can see the river from our, well, barely, like a tiny little bit of the Willamette River from our deck, and it's really pretty. Yes, Wesley is gonna be in heaven. Yes, the large window is making, everyone thinks that this kitchen is huge because of the window, so it's really nice. The kids are liking the new space, lots of emotions. I feel like it's hard with moving during the pandemic because, you know, nobody's out on the streets and you can't meet a lot of people. But on the 4th of July, it was such a blessing. We actually met some neighbors and their kids our ages. So it was really fun. Tried to social distance and have them play as well. And I think that mentally was really great for our kiddos. So thanks for asking. But yeah, so we've got this. Someone asked what brand it was, and my oven is a Frigidaire. How many racks do you guys, like this is standard, right? Only 2 racks, because I always wanted to bake on 3 racks. However, none of the ovens I've ever had have more than 2 racks. Yeah, that's standard. The kids are liking it here. They love having a home. They've never lived in a single family home. So it's fun to have a yard. But it's also hard because all their stuff's packed up. So my husband right now is unpacking some of their toys. 2 racks is normal. Okay. One day I will be an owner of an oven, hopefully, and I can know this. But I already put my temperature gauge in. It's not a convection. It's a plain old conventional oven. But I'm really excited. It has this awesome range on it. 3 racks. Okay. I need to, when I do search for my own, it will be a ways down the line. I definitely want more racks in my oven. That had 3 racks. Okay, that's so interesting. Like they have space for so many racks and then you only get 2. Yes, the oven, I'm super excited. Hopefully it works well, even if it's not a convection. I've heard some people don't love their convection at all, so. Yeah, see, just like Annette said, double wall oven. Oh man, that was a requirement for me when I was searching for homes, and then we realized how difficult it was to find in a rental, so I stopped. But we had high expectations at first, and then, you know, finally you just realize take whatever you can get with convection. Yeah, Patrina, I've found it's so much easier to get full macarons with convection in my case as well. But, you know, who knows? Every oven is so different. I did want to talk to you guys a little bit about, well, answering questions, but also I called Portland City Hall and their agriculture. I think their environmental health is like Department of Agriculture here. And it seems like they have an exemption for, let's see, I've been looking. Enrique asked if I have any example or any preferences or recommendations for ovens, and I actually do not because I've never been in the market. I only know the professional ones that I've worked with in bakeries and restaurants, and those are always awesome. I have not done like home kitchen experimenting except for the ovens that I'm dealt with, so I don't have the best ideas for you. I have preferably liked convection and gas, but it's really up to you. There is on Webstaurant.com, Webstaurant, that sounds weird, but they have a brand, starts with an A and a V. I don't know how to pronounce things, guys. I've told you this before. It's like Avanti. I don't know. I might be putting different things together. Anyways, it's a tabletop convection oven, and it is supposedly amazing. Someone on YouTube told me previously, and I definitely trusted his opinion. He knew a lot about macarons. I'll have to put a link on this for the convection tabletop that I was told was really good. I didn't get to read that whole thing. I think Tina just put something about dropping. Hi Tracy, 25 degrees. Will you type that again or copy paste? Because I have a new, very, very accurate. Oh, that's good to know. This will be a good resource. People, yeah, if you guys have an oven you like, let us know for those, because I get a lot of questions regarding what I would recommend when people are buying new ones, and I can't help too much besides the tabletop ones, which not everyone's gonna think is convenient because it doesn't come with a range on top. Okay, anyways, let me see if I can start reading faster, or else I'm gonna have to get my laptop out. But I was saying that Portland, it seems like in Oregon, they have an exemption from, they don't call it cottage food laws, they call it a kitchen license. And if you are doing basically what cottage food laws in California are, non-perishable items, you don't even need a license here. I am looking with a food specialist to see if my macarons would qualify, since I do refrigerate. Natalia, I will answer that. Awesome. Automatically drops 25 degrees. Okay. So it might be that I don't even need a licensing here. But I don't believe my items will qualify for non-perishable just because I have to refrigerate my max. In which case I will need to get a kitchen licensing if you're interested in this. I know some people have asked. Sorry if I'm boring you. But let me just set this here so you can get a little bit farther of a view. Okay. The lighting is weird and making me look shiny. I lost my train of thought. Anywho, I may not even be able to have my business if I need to do a kitchen licensing here, because they don't allow pets at all ever in the kitchen, whereas in California I could take them out of the house or out of the room and they would be just fine. Here they're never allowed, and I can't really keep them out of here. It's like an open space. So who knows what Bake du Jour has in the future. I might just do content while we're in Portland for 2 years. So we'll see. But if you have more questions regarding Oregon state laws, I will let you know. Yeah, so Annette, yeah, here too. And I mean, the dogs are our family, so I can't get rid of them, right? And in the 2 years we're gonna be here for my husband's fellowship, I don't believe it is worth looking into commercial kitchens. So, I mean, it's not like my dogs are in the kitchen just hanging out, but they would pass through because there's a downstairs on this side. So, I don't know. We'll see. It might just be online content, no farmers markets. I need to look further into it. But regarding somebody saying their oven drops 25 degrees initially, like as soon as they open the door and put their product in, I have a really hard time like asking for donations or anything, because I feel like I don't know. I'm uncomfortable with that. So that's a great idea. Maybe if we're struggling with the one income, I can do that. I need to be more business oriented. That's definitely something in the next 2 years I want to do. Is I heard of some business courses online I can take and just be more profit-minded, because I'm very bad at managing and setting a value for my food. That's one of my weaknesses. So it's something I want to look into. Yes, it's just weird. CFO, yes. So Monterey, I'm not exactly sure what your guidelines will be, but hopefully if you have pets and such, you can just put them in a different room while you bake, sanitize, and then get going, then let them out when you're done fully packaging and everything. Thank you so much. Someone said my kitchen looks beautiful. I was saying that it's pretty narrow, but we have a really nice big open area after it, so there's lots of space to fill up. Someone was saying their convection oven drops down 25 degrees as soon as they open their oven to put in their product. I had the opposite problem with my last oven. It would shoot up because it would try to compensate for the air getting pushed out and the cold tray being put in, because I'd always have my air conditioning running as well. So I would have my oven lower at 275, so it would stay around 290 to 300 Fahrenheit, or like 140, 150 Celsius. If your oven tends to drop, then maybe put your oven at 320 and see how that does with your macarons. But it's just kind of a playing game. Make sure you have a temperature gauge in there, which I'm assuming you did, because you could tell that it dropped very quickly. Ovens are so funny. Like, I could hear my pilot light just kick on as soon as I opened my door, and I would just get so frustrated because on a really cold day, my oven would just jet as soon as I put a cold tray in, and I'd burn the bottom of my macarons. So, any other questions? I feel like I had other things to say, and I got all shy. Like my breath it's hard to breathe. I haven't. Do you say you prefer convection? I do prefer convection. Oh, I'm so glad. Thank you. I'm so glad that your Macs turned out. A recipe book. I have thought about a recipe book, except for the recipe I use is based off of someone else's. Same with every recipe I use. So just like I said, I have a hard time valuing my work. I also have a hard time claiming a recipe when it's not mine originally. So those types of things, content is easy when, I'll credit somebody on YouTube. However, when I'm writing it down in a book, I just don't know where. Copyright issues always get me. Good luck on your Macs tomorrow. I'm gonna have to open up my laptop next time. Well, next time I'll be baking with you guys. To calm the humidity. If you have a humid environment, you're welcome. Oh, thank you, Asteria. I tried something, but can't find packaging. Okay. So let me hit humidity and packaging. Humid environments. What I suggest, if you do not have an air conditioner or central air, close all windows, and if you can purchase a dehumidifier. I have a friend, Macarons by Monique. She told me that she would run the dehumidifier, which I might have to get here, for a few hours before she baked macarons, just to get the moisture out of the air, and it really helps her. She's in Seattle. So that you could do if you don't have air conditioning, or blast your air, it dries it out, and that could help you as well in a humid environment. And the other question, what were we going to talk about? Humidity, and I need to take notes. Someone tell me the other thing you asked. Packaging. Thank you. Yes, packaging. I have shared the one pack. So my macarons are 1 3/4 inches to 2 inches. I wish I knew quickly what that was in centimeters, but I don't because America's weird. Hello, Maria. So the whole thing with packaging is if you want, you can get these wide ones. I'll have to find, I bought some plastic ones that people have really liked on Amazon. And I bought them a long time ago and only used them because I was trying to ship. But I will link on here. I'll try to find the link because people were interested in those ones. I prefer boxes, cardboard boxes. Hello, 5 to 7 centimeters. Thank you. Awesome. I prefer cardboard boxes. However, they are not airtight. So if your customer is going to store them for a while, you should recommend them move them into a store, into a airtight container. That's what I was trying to say. I should have opened up that laptop, guys. These comments don't stay on long enough. Hello from Jersey. Any other questions? I'm gonna go about 9 more minutes here, and I apologize for being flighty. So, someone just asked if they can dry their macarons in the oven before turning it on. Hello, Dora. And I have heard, oh goodness, I forget her name, but she's in Hawaii, and she does this, and I was so surprised. I think she even turned it on slightly. So I'll have to get that reference and figure that one out, but I have heard someone does it. Hello from South Africa. Thank you, Karen. Love you too. Mari. Mari or Mary. I don't. So I have heard people who dry out their macarons in the oven, but I need to ask the source, and I'll cite her as well as soon as I figure out. It's something girl in her name. I turn my oven fan on. Oh, that's awesome. So you put it in the oven, no heat, but you turn it on. Annette, thank you so much. I'm glad you made them. I really want croissants right now. Macaron maker dries them for 3 minutes at 275. I'm learning too. I love this. Thank you, Nikki. So someone just said they dry their macarons in the oven 275 for 2 to 3 minutes. Ooh, I've just been seeing Sugar Bean pop up on my YouTube. I haven't seen her stuff though, but that's awesome. I'll have to check out her page. I hear my kiddos. Yeah, so it sounds like drying in the oven would work before you bake. Thank you, Liana. I'm sorry if I butcher your names. I don't know my problem with phonetics. But, all right, guys. Does she? Okay, I'm gonna have to look at Sugar Bean's YouTube page, because I just saw like something flash on my YouTube page, and it was about making like 500 macarons in bulk or something. It looked interesting. Yes, Dora, we just got our stuff yesterday, so we're slowly settling in. We hadn't had beds for a week, so it was nice to sleep on a mattress last night. Well, actually, our bed isn't here yet, but my kids got to sleep on a mattress. But yes, we're just unpacking. The place is a disaster, but we're very happy to be here. She just did egg ones. I haven't tried Swiss meringue method again. I haven't baked here yet. Our pans just got here yesterday. So I don't even have eggs in the refrigerator. I realized when I was contemplating whether or not I would try to hustle and just do a live or not. do the baking, and I just realized it was gonna be too much right now. Thank you. Someone just said I didn't see quick enough, but you like the new kitchen? I'm so glad. It's nice and white and, you know, open, which is awesome. I just need to find more storage. Yay! I'm so glad, Charlotte. What is the ratio for dried egg whites? Dried egg whites, 3 to 4% of the liquid egg whites. Oh no! Tracy, I'm so sorry. She said COVID hit. I heard Florida's getting really hit right now. I hope and I pray that you guys get better soon. It's so scary. A max humidity number. What does that mean? Like where I won't bake max if it's a certain, over a certain humidity? Try Fresh Farm eggs, VS carton. Okay. Wow, I will. Is it at the supermarket? Yes. I have not dealt with too much humidity, so I do not have a max right now. Oh, fresh eggs versus carton eggs. Oh, got it. I was thinking you were talking about a certain brand of eggs. Okay, I'll give you another tour. Carton eggs, I feel like work. You can do 100%. I've done it before, but I do feel like if it's humid outside and you use carton eggs, they are more likely to crack than taking all the precautions and aging your egg whites. Carton eggs are great, but I usually prefer to do a ratio, and it's in my macaron tutorial if you want to check out the ratio that I use. Here we go. Let me just show you around real fast. I have to hold it this way. I can't flip it, so excuse my face. So let me start from the back. Not the best lighting, but we've got a little industrial rack here since we don't have too much storage in the actual kitchen. Here's the little kitchen space. Nice and white and light. We've got the hood and the oven, the range, and a sink full of dishes that I just unpacked that I need to wash. That's about it. Oh, I have like my speed rack as well. Trying to figure out where to put all my stuff. Oh, I did want to share with you guys because I know I've shared it multiple times, but I get asked all the time. Egg white powder, meringue powder. They are different. So meringue powder, not the best to put into your macarons. I know I've had people say that they use meringue powder and it has worked just fine. But I strongly recommend getting 100% egg whites. And then what else? What other products do I? When I'm doing chocolate croissant, this guy. I like cacao berry. And these are like the little baking sticks for the chocolate. My favorite brands for coloring, I'm asked a lot. We've got AmeriColor, Chef Rubber. All my Chef Rubber are in my blue case, so you can't see all my Chef Rubber, but then the Sugar Art. And I also like Chef Master. Those are great, all great for macarons. They do not, certain colors might fade a little bit. Like I still get some fading if I put in the color too early in the meringue with like violets. But if you do the coloring at the end, it stays vibrant. Do you get really good bottoms? Yes, like nice and flat bottoms. I feel like that really depends on how well you cook and the mat you're using. Yep, so these are some of my favorite products. I love edible art, painting as well for decorating without the batter on the bottom. Yes, I get flat bottoms. If flat bottom girl. That's what I thought of, sorry. I got all my templates that I've made. Random, oops, you can't even see. When I tried to do sugar cookies, I did like a, anyways. That's my speed rack. And what else did I want to share with you guys? Oh yes, I didn't share, someone just about mats. Do you guys want to talk about mats real fast? And then we'll finish up. Do I think the tray can deflate the max? Tray meaning the actual aluminum, like what you're using as the tray? I can't even talk. I don't think a tray is going to deflate it. I think that's going to be something to do with your meringue not being sturdy enough or your oven temp being too low or not baked enough. The non-sticky tray. If you're using like an air bake tray, I never get flat bottoms with those. Let me try to fix you guys so you don't get nauseous. Here, I'll put you back over here. That seemed to be good, even though I look really silly. So air bake trays I do not like. I haven't tried them in this oven, but in my previous oven, I would never get a nice bottom because the conduction of the heat was not enough. It has a layer of insulation so you don't burn your cookies. Like it says no browning on the air bake trays. But that's because there's extra insulation. You add a silicone mat onto that and the conduction of heat is not very good for your macarons. This is with my previous oven. I know people, oh, what's her, Queen Macarons, I think? Queen. She uses air bake trays, but with Teflon, which would increase the conduction. So you kind of just have to play around with what works in your oven. So it's not that they don't work. I just don't prefer them with silicone mats. My tray has holes in it. Yeah, I've seen people using the trays that have like the holes in it and they work. Let me get you guys the mats that I use. These Amazon Valesco, these mats are probably my favorite because of the size. Hello, Sherry. Just because when I'm doing large production, I really save time by being able to put more in at once. Hi, Lori. Thank you. Oh, moving to some of your, yes, so that's a big move. These I enjoy because of the size, and I don't usually have issues with the bottoms. I use I think they call them 2/3 trays. They're, because, you know, restaurants have full trays and they're huge. They won't fit into our home ovens. So it's always confusing knowing exactly what's going to fit into your oven. Just measure. But I think they're called 2/3 trays for your home. And they save a lot of time if you're doing lots of production and you can only bake 1 or 2 trays at once. If I'm doing smaller batches, hello from England. There we go, time difference. I'm so glad you found us. If you're doing smaller batches, these are from Hello Cocinero. I enjoy these. They are thicker though, so you need to bake longer, but I get really shiny bottoms from these. And I know people have messaged me though having difficulties with baking because I have to bake longer. Others, they either have sticky bottoms or it's browning before it's baked all the way. So you just have to work with your oven to make these work right, but it holds its shape really well on these, and I think they are real nice. Like this little Teflon sheet came with a blueprint sheet. this bad boy. It says, I think it says Blueprint. Oh, Blue Drop, my bad. Blue Drop. I love both of them. This by itself, this by itself. I don't know why they came together, like if you're supposed to put it underneath it so it doesn't slip, I don't know. But I use them both separately and I do enjoy that. No template though, obviously, on these. I don't know if you guys know Lisa from Borderlands Bakery, but this is her mat. Really thin, bakes up nice. It's sticky, so a lot of lint or like flyaways will get stuck to it, so you just have to kind of wash and make sure it's clean every time. I've used it a good amount of times and it still is pretty sticky. However, it bakes up nicely because it's so thin, and I enjoy that one as well. Even Costco sells, I collect these, you guys. Costco sells these, starts with an N, I forget what it is, but if you go to Costco seasonally, they have mats, silicone mats out, and this obviously doesn't work for macarons, they're huge. However, they work really well and they're at a great price point. That's probably your best buy and purchase if you have a Costco around you. Costco, yeah. Super good price point. I think I got 2 large ones and a small. Here you go. It's NIU is the brand. NIU. Hi, Jaslyn. I got 2 half sheet size and a small one for like $9.99 or something. It's really well priced and they work great. You know, I love, Silk Pat is always awesome. It's just too expensive for me at this point in my life. I have all of my Silk Pat from, yes, let's do it. Let's do a baking together. Silk Pat are all from like 10 years ago, that when I was in pastry school and had a discount at like Sur La Table and stuff like that. But another good brand if you have, yeah, another good brand, Silk Pat. Macs are always sticking. Oh, interesting. And they're so expensive and then they don't even work on your oven. That's frustrating. Winco is another like big restaurant brand. They have it at Restaurant Depot. I don't know where else they would have, but maybe like restaurant stores and such. But these are a great mat as well. I feel like they're about equivalent to Silk Pat, but a little bit less expensive. But some of you guys are saying Silk Pat doesn't even work for you, so it really depends on your oven. But those are all. I have more, but I don't want to bore you guys with all the mats that I enjoy. But really, the thing is, you want to look for a mat that's going to work for your oven, and something that's well priced, so you don't waste a lot of money if it's not good in your oven. For me, I've gotten all my different silicone mats have worked in the oven that I previously had. Who knows about this one? Let's bake together. Let's do next Monday. I was gonna try to shoot for like Friday, but I don't want to stress ourselves out. My husband's trying to study for surgical boards. Oh, Amazon sells Winco if you guys want to check that out. There is still semi-pricey. It's middle range. Yes, this is the new kitchen. It's a mess right now. Normally, my lives are at 1 p.m. I switched to 1 once my kids stopped going to school. So 1 p.m. Mondays. Maybe I'll do a poll, see if you guys would prefer a different time, because I know 1's hard for everyone working. But yeah, we'll bake along. I'll put up the recipe on Instagram so we can all prep Sunday or Monday morning, and then we can bake together. That would be fun. And on YouTube, it's free. We don't even have to. So we can do that next week. I don't know if my macarons will even turn out, so it'll just be a fun experiment because I'm not used to this weather. The environment is humid here, of course, so perhaps you know, I'll have to rest longer. We'll see. It'll be exciting. We'll all kind of, I wish we could all share. YouTube, the bad thing about YouTube is that we can't all share our product, but if you go on Instagram and tag, I can share it to my stories and we can all see how we did. Whoever, yeah, Jaslyn, this is a conventional oven. No, wonderful to hear that in Seattle it works well. Stacy, that makes sense because Indulge with Mimi, I think, is from Vancouver, right? So she probably dealt with a lot of humidity. Yes, I'm interested too, Shannon. I missed some people, what they said, but I should probably help my children unpack their stuff so my husband can study for boards. All the things doctors have to do. I can't even imagine. Can you please put a link? Teflon mat? Yes, I can do that. Can't find mats here in Greece. Okay, I will do a link. I don't know if it'll work in Greece though. Tried to mix macaron with a mixer. Yeah, someone was telling me, I've tried it once and I'm a control freak, so it was a little bit unnerving. I felt like I was gonna throw up, to be honest. Because I didn't have control over the batter. Like, I love feeling it. However, it could save a ton of time and could save your arm if you are making a lot of batches. I've heard people do the dried ingredients and then they just finish it off really quickly with their hands so they have that final say of the runniness of the batter. That would be a fun thing to do as well. She does. Oh, guys, I really want to check out Sugar Bean. She seems popular. Okay. So that's that. I'm sorry that I may have not read your comment quick enough. I'll get my laptop out next week. We'll do a bake along next Monday, 1 p.m. And I will put the prep stuff out Sunday on my Instagram. It's good to macaronage with a mixer. Yeah, I mean, I've seen a lot of people do it. I know big bakeries do it. Oh, perfect. Someone said that the Teflon mat is in her store. The person, I apologize, I don't remember your name, from Greece. You could check out Sugar Bean then, one of her Amazon store. It looks like she has it. So that's good. I don't remember what else. Anyways, nice to see you guys, but not see you. Some of them must mix it and finishes off by hand. Thank you, Nancy. Yeah, it's definitely a good way to try if you guys are doing lots and you want to save that arm. I know it's unnerving to see people mix with the mixer, but I have heard it works and I've heard it's great. So we'll have to try it. That'll be another time. I think for the first time I try Max in this kitchen, I want it to be as much control as possible and only have this as my alteration and not also trying out a new technique. Yes, thank you for tuning in. Thanks for your questions. And it was so good to talk to you guys. I missed y'all last week. I think it's been two weeks without it. So it was good to chat. Sorry it was no baking, but once I get my poop together, we can bake together. I'm glad I'm back too. It's good to have a home. Moving is weird, especially if you've been there for a while. Aw, you guys always asking for the pistachio. Maybe. I'll tell you something. I'll tell you a huge secret. Pistachio macarons. Ready? I don't use pistachio flour, but I use almond paste as my almond paste, and then pistachio paste as my flavors for the filling. They're my base for the filling. Ooh, churro flavor. That would be fun. I love some churros. I love cinnamon sugar. We had donuts the other day. Anyways, I am so happy that we got to chat. And yes, so that's what I use for my pistachio filling. What colorings do I use? I shared that previously. If you rewind, you will be able to see. Much love to you guys all, and I'm gonna let y'all go so I don't have an hour of just my face talking. But thanks for tuning in, you guys, and I hope you have a wonderful rest of your week. I will update everything via Instagram and the community tab for next week's bake along. I love the idea of doing a specific flavor. It's kind of more like a Jody from the Purple Cupcake. So that's fun. I love her stuff. So maybe we'll do something specific. You don't have to do a specific kind. But I'll talk to y'all guys later. I get really awkward with goodbyes. Has anyone seen I Love You Man? Have a great week too, Christine. But anyways. Thank you. I need it. I need all the luck for unpacking. See you Sunday. Well, Sunday will be, thank you, Jaslyn. Sunday will be where I'll update on Instagram, and then we will bake on Monday, unless you're a day behind or something. Or maybe you're ahead and it'll be your Sunday. Anyways, I'm confusing myself. Bye. See you guys. Boot, toot, toot.